Hey guys, and welcome to the vlog. Adrian here. Today's Friday. It's like 12 something in the afternoon. Actually, almost, probably nearly 1 by now. I'd showered, stepped out of my house, and as you can tell, I am walking. My hair is all over the place. But I'm walking all the way to that convenience store that I normally drive to. It takes about probably 2 minutes to drive there. Walking, I'd say like 6 to 7. And it's been forever since I've walked anywhere in general, just because I'm so used to having a car. But decided I'm hungry and it's lunchtime. I wanted to get actual food rather than just eat junk food that I have at home. So I decided, you know what, kill two birds with one stone, get food and get outside, get a little bit of a walk going. Because normally, my only physical activity would be the running. Like actual, it's outside from exercising in the gym. But I haven't ran in a good, I think last time I checked Runkeeper, a week and a half. Sorry, it's about to get loud because I'm passing a construction site. They're constructing on these houses. These are like off-base houses behind me, but Americans live in them because they're like super modern, if you guys can see it. Passing these new ones right here too that they just built. So it's like Japanese contractors and people who own it. Who own the buildings, but Americans, as you can see, rent these out. They're very modern. This is like what modern housing here is in Japan anyways. And there's a construction going on. Sorry, it's probably loud. Not to mention the wind. Hopefully I can cut a little bit of that out in post. But let's see. What have I been up to so far? I got up around 10 in the morning today. And then from there, what did I do at 10? After 10, I got up. Oh, I played a game of League of Legends with my friends. I got on my email. Ooh, super windy, sorry. And was going back and forth with some clients, and actually was able to successfully close 2 new clients. I think I talked about, them in the vlog yesterday. I had 2 potential new clients. And I closed, I guess you should say, 2 projects for those clients, separate clients. When I say close, I mean like the invoice has been filled out, paid for, the work has been established. That's what I mean by close, like get them to sign on the line, which is dotted sort of thing. And by sign, I just mean the money situation. And you look at clients not just for the money aspect and everything, but you look at it for the there's a guy up there on his balcony, I don't know, but you look at it for building a relationship, because I don't want clients not to say I don't want clients, but typically I'm not looking for, the one-time sort of client. Yeah, every now and then that's nice, but with my philosophy in Screen Cap is we look for lifelong clients type thing. So we look for clients who will use our services and then can come back and obviously use our services again, sort of deal. So that's the aspect that we look for. We looked to develop a working relationship, even if it's like 3 months from now, 4 months from now when they need work again, because it's understandable, not everybody needs video work sequentially. Typically the reoccurring orders or reoccurring clients we get are the ones who Alright, so I'm now walking back. I apologize, I had to cut the clip there because it got really windy and super noisy. So I got my food, as you can see, and I'm now walking back. I'm pretty winded just from walking. Like walking over here, this part right here, and where I came from, it's like a slope, like an incline. I forgot the angle, but my app for Runkeeper, like when I run with the iPhone, it can determine like if I'm running on an incline or whatever. I know, it's crazy. I'm guessing because of like the geez, I forgot what the sensor's called inside the iPhone, but like the axis and stuff that determines where you're going along with the GPS and all that. But I am back home now, about to enjoy my lunch while I get back to work. But I did want to finish my thoughts on the whole client thing. As I was saying earlier, like with our clients, typically our bigger clients, app review blogs, or people who run network sites or companies, I work with those guys and they need daily content. Whereas an app developer, for example, may need just one video for his app, an app review, an app tutorial, an app overview, whatever it may be, a promotional video for their website, and that's typically just one order. But whether it is one person ordering like one thing or not, they're not going to order for 3 months until the app updates or something to that effect, we try to reach our hand out there to say after we deliver the work, we are still here and we offer things like discounts and for bulk orders and all that to kind of add value to that relationship, because with clients, there's only so many selling points you can have, and there's so many competitors out there. We have selling points in terms of price, features, but we want to also be known for our value that we add to the relationship as a whole. And sometimes with any relationship, that also means cutting off some clients, because there's times where clients may want more, want more for specific reasons or whatever. Like they may want bigger discounts, or they may want a little bit of extra features and functionality, whereas all the other clients are paying this fee for this, and then this guy, they shouldn't always get special privileges. Again, you can weigh that out on your own checks and balance system, but you also got to be fair to the rest of your clientele. So there's times where you may have to draw a firm line with the client and say, this is threshold. If you want this, you have to pay extra, or whatever it may mean. And there's other times where you just have to cut them off or point them in the other direction for the better. Normally, I don't drink iced coffee, but I really, really like these iced coffees. They have a whole bunch of different iced coffees here at these convenience stores, but this cafe latte Mount Rainier is really, really good. I think it means there's 84% milk in there, and usually cafe or lattes tend to have more milk in it, but really, really good stuff. So that was a test of this new app called Hank's Writer, or the typewriter application, essentially. As you can see here, it is literally a typewriter, very, very skeuomorphic at that, on an iPad. So you can see here it has this, old school typewriter interface. I always like that sound of the physical keyboard, or the physical typewriter, what do you call that? Like feedback of the sound, much like a mechanical keyboard when you hear that. So it's a really interesting app if you have an iPad, free, and if you just want to have that typewriter sound and interface, it's a fun little note-taking app. Alright guys, so I just woke up from like a 30-minute nap and woke up to this. My mom just got home, brought me some, it's like boba, but this is, actually it's not the tea, this is like a shake, but it has little jelly things nonetheless. So, not a bad thing to wake up to, I guess, but I had a headache right before I took a nap. Sorry, I had a headache earlier, so I decided to step away from the monitors and lay down for a couple minutes. And now I am watching Mighty Car Mods. Really cool car channel. I'm not even into cars that much, or not into cars like that, where I tinker and stuff with them, but it's fun to learn about all the stuff they do and the way they film their episodic content and all that. It's really enjoyable, so definitely worth checking out. Even if you even if you're not into cars per se, it's still a pretty good channel and pretty cool videos that they do. Anyways, that's how I'm spending my Friday afternoon, and then I'm going to carry on with some more work. Speaking of watching Mighty Car Mods on YouTube, I want to kind of talk about, I want to do a whole separate video on this, actually, on mainstream media versus kind of the new age media, which is things like YouTube and podcasts and all these different things, because it's really interesting, the culture shift in mainstream media as far as TV shows and celebrities, and the new age celebrities, like internet celebrities. It's this crazy thing. I haven't watched actual, the last time I sat in my living room down to watch actual cable television to watch something, I can't even remember. It had to be at least a year ago, and usually it's for, or not, maybe within this year, I think it was for the Oscars. It's only for those big events that I'll ever sit down and watch on TV, but that's again once or twice a year. Just recently, the Teen Choice Awards, I think that's hosted by Nickelodeon or whatever, they had a category all for internet celebrities, where a lot of internet celebrities won multiple categories, like YouTube stars, Vine stars, random things like those. This is the age of media we're living in, where kids and people, especially my age and even the younger generation who's coming up under me, they're gonna watch YouTube, and those are gonna be their celebrities. Those are gonna be their TV, in a sense, that are the TV stars are gonna be that of internet stars, and they're gonna be just as famous and have just as much as a following of that of celebrities. Because I watched this interview yesterday. I think it was of talking about why people support like YouTube stars and why they like them more than quote unquote like celebrities, and it's because of this level of interaction you get with the internet. You can, comment with people, you can @reply them and do something simple like @replying on Twitter or something of that nature. You get to interact with them in a much more personal way than, maybe your favorite movie star. You see him in movies and you see the movies he does, but you don't really get to interact with them. Whereas people on YouTube, they're doing stuff specifically for the audience. I'm not saying celebrities aren't doing it, for their fans and things of that nature, but YouTube gives you this, not just YouTube, Instagram, Vine, it gives you this way to connect with people on a more personal level. And I mean, there is celebrities out there who are taking advantage of social media and social networking to, get in touch more with their fans. But again, this is just like a little 2-minute spiel on all that. I can do a whole other video on this, and I probably will plan that in the near future. To take a poll on that question, or on that whole topic, how many of you guys out there actually still watch like cable television versus the internet? Or how would you like give a percentage breakdown, mainstream media versus like online media? Because mine is literally like 99% online and maybe like 1% cable. Okay, so I've been trying to shoot a couple of videos, and ScreenFlow has just been causing all sorts of issues for me. And I highly depend on ScreenFlow for a lot of my work I do in general, and not even just YouTube videos, but a majority of my client services videos. It literally all depends on ScreenFlow. ScreenFlow is the app on Mac OS X that allows me to record my screen. It's much like Camtasia on Windows side of things. It's like a $99 application, but it's definitely like it's definitely paid its worth. Like $99 may sound like a lot for an application, but when it comes to professional grade software, that's just like scraping the bottom of the surface. I've literally, that app has made me 10 times the amount that it costs in general. So even more so. So it's definitely a great app, but it's having some sort of issue right now. I've had to force quit it multiple times. It lost one of my projects I just shot, so every now and then it does have its bugs and its little kinks, but I'm waiting for my Mac to restart. You can see my left monitor, it's just literally full of icons. I need to clean it up today. So for dinner, I'm warming up some teriyaki, and I have a giri oni. Shout out to my friend John, who's the only one who will understand that. But I know you watch this, man. I hope you're doing well. For dinner, I'm having some teriyaki and some giri oni. Shout out to my friend John, who's the only one who will understand that. I know you're watching these vlogs, man, and I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. But no, I'm having some yakitori and an onigiri for dinner. I'm pretty hungry since I've just woken up. Or like, it's already been 2 hours, but I'm hungry as always. Alrighty, so I am back home. I went to the Family Mart concession again just to get a small late night snack and a drink. I was out for like an hour and a half talking to my neighbor upstairs. I went out to get a drink from the vending machine. I happened to see him, and we haven't spoken in a while. He's a young guy. He's in the Air Force. I think he's like 25, if I'm not mistaken, 25, 26. And he's actually PCSing or leaving here soon in less than 3 months, so we were just catching up. And he's a lot into technology and business and all that sort of stuff too. He actually gave me this book to read, Dave Ramsey, Enter Leadership, so I'll check it out for sure. And we were just talking. He was asking me a lot about advice, and it's kind of funny talking to like somebody who's older, but asking about career advice. And as far as like entrepreneurship and what my tips and insight was, as far as like, what are the important things to kind of go into when you're starting a business and all that. And obviously it differs from person to person, business to business, but a lot about passion, a lot about sticking and having ambition, knowing not necessarily like when failures are failures, and knowing when to move on, and knowing when to move on to the next thing, and roadblocks and things that will hold you back. There's a lot about all that stuff. Anyways,
I caught him right before I was going to eat dinner, and I wanted to speak to him for a while because it's been a while, so I didn't get to eat yet. So I'm going to eat now. I'm going to watch Sons of Anarchy. My Mac has been rebooted. Hopefully that fixed the screen flow problem. And then I'm just going to eat and enjoy my dinner and get back to some work. It'll be a late night probably. I'll probably be up doing some things and then probably take a break to play some video games or something. But with that, I do want to close the vlog because I'm just going to be working and stuff of that nature. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I probably won't be doing daily vlogs over the weekend because I got a lot to do. So have a good weekend, and I will catch you all in the next vlog.